here you start saying something about 95% of people, average people, that's why they never get successful, because they are not willing to get 100% plus even extra than 10%. And this is actually my message, and the whole book is about for how an average person can break through into successful mindset. So can you just
Well,
continue?
when you were going through your list of who you're approaching for the Billionaire Mindset book, I mean, right here as you're beginning to get the chapters, everybody you checked off and have already interviewed, I coached them. When we got to the major players, the John Ashernoff down through Zeller, I coached them. And I put notes of you going and saying that, tell them that they should know that I'm in this and I want them in it with me. But as you look at what they've done, if you talk to any of them, they'll say they made a commitment. Their commitment was absolute. They knew from the universe, from inside, this is what they should be doing with their life. They did it to improve other people's lives, to do things for them, to contribute to them. And then they put in, because as they grew they had challenges, they had to overcome obstacles. It grew them. As they grew it grew them. And they put in 100% of what they had. They didn't know it would take 100%. And then they put 10% more. The success formula is 10% more than you knew you had inside you. If you're not willing to reach that far, go that deep, put everything on the line, then don't expect that you're going to be in the billionaire result end of life. If you want that result that they're achieving by helping so many more people, then what you have to do to get that result is you have to manufacture inside yourself the 110% commitment.
And what you said already is the 110%. What are the main first steps to success for a person like me?
Well, it's a sequence. Everything's sequence. First, you look at why do businesses fail or succeed. It's only one sentence. They have weak plans, weak teams, and they lack the resources to go all the way. So what we want to do is put together strong teams, strong plans, and the resources to execute all the way. You're going to need other people to help you. You can't do it alone. It's going to cost money. So once you have your plan and your team, you need to then raise capital to offset the development cost over a couple of years of time. So you have to also become knowledgeable in raising capital. And I believe if you improve your own skill set, you have a continuous process for developing the boss. So the billionaire mindset, they are continuously investing in their own development. There is no event they go to that is the end. They are always developing themselves and going to the events that are a process of developing skills and core competencies. And then hang around other people in your industry. Tony Robbins says this, at the best level. I said to you, the most powerful sentence in the English language, will you mentor me? Go to the best in the industry, the best in the field, and say, will you mentor me? It doesn't take much time for a mentor to tell you what not to do, and that can save years and millions. Years and millions. Ask any of the people in Billionaire Mindset, and they'll confirm that is the truth.
How people can deal with fear of rejection?
Well, I think you surround yourself with people who are mentors that you upgrade, where you say, here's the income I want. You want to make $1 million? You want to make $2 million? You want to make $3 million? Get mentors that make it. Your income is limited by your mentors. Your fear is those coaching you haven't made it, so how can you? Get people who have made it. They will lift you up. They will mentor you, and you can't fail with the right mentors. So it's always your mentors that control your income. If you're a willing learner and a willing student, it's always your mentors. Put yourself in marketplace of master mentors. Step up your mentors, you'll step up your income, and you'll remove your fear. They won't let you keep that fear. It's not real anyway, and they'll get rid of it from you.
You said you need to change 3 mentors before you become successful.
I found if you change 3 mentors, you step into the success of your dreams. Getting the right 3 mentors can take a lifetime or a week, depending on the market you put yourself in place of. I'm the chairman of the Global CEO Space International. If you go to CEO Space International, you'll see Forbes ranked us as the #1 meeting in the world you can't afford to miss because of the mentors there. The mentors. In fact, the people that wrote the article for Forbes are teaching and became mentors there. We have the best mentors in the world because we're creating the best success stories on the planet. But you've got to get mentors. But get yourself in a market of mentors that will push your results up in time frames that are so much less than if you don't have them.
And if a person comes to CEO Space, what is an average time frame to break through and become successful? They follow all meetings and they work hard.
Well, you're going to have a bunch of people from the book there.
Yeah.
So Tony Robbins has been to CEO Space. Jack Canfield taught at it for years. I mean, in Jack's case, it took about 3 years. He's a Harvard graduate. But from the time that Chicken Soup became an idea to the time that millions and millions, and he was in a new home, and I was the first person to tour that new house when he stepped up to that multi-million-dollar mansion. And, to watch my friend move from one life to the other was 36 months. What changed for him? He was very well known. He was making a lot of money, but he wasn't at the dream level. He wasn't at the billionaire mindset. What changed? He found, discovered, cultivated, manufactured the billionaire mindset for himself. Did he upgrade his mentors? Yes. Did he upgrade his team? Yes. Was his plan much better than it had ever been? Yes. How many people did he help? Before, he was helping thousands of people. He was on the President's Task Force, Governor of California's Task Force on self-esteem. So Jack Canfield started with tie-down shirts and a ponytail and a hippie. I introduced him the other day and he said, the hippie's still in here. And so he's still got the hippie in there, but Jack will confirm to you, I'll tell you, as he came up, he was doing the work of reaching thousands in a year. With Chicken Soup, he reached 500 million. Should he have his wealth? You bet. And that number's still climbing. Still climbing. That fell out of his mind. The real wealth is in here.
What are the main steps or main action steps Jack Canfield and Mark Victor can to become so successful?
They got better plans, they got better teams, and they got the resources to go all the way. Simple. They upgraded their mentors, continuously upgraded their skills. They were teaching in our place 10 times a year. So they were around the best mentors and they were improving themselves 10 times a year. Then they improved their trading community. Their trading community became global, they became multinational, and their work reached people in all countries. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, those are the things that changed everything. Changed everything.
Do you personally have rituals, or maybe not just you personally, but successful people have some kind of rituals they do every day so they keep their physical health and mental and spiritual health in order to be energized every day?
Well, I think that's different for each individual. I think that all of us have our humble servants and master students. So I think we all study all the time. I think we apply what we learn. So we're saying affirmations every day. Jack says affirmations every day, so do I. We catch our thinking and correct it. So we control our thinking. We keep it in a chute. We don't let our thinking wander all over and become fragmented. I think most people are reacting to hypnotic sensation. Whatever comes in, they're focused on, say the mail. I open the mail on Friday at 9 to 12. There's nothing in it. I'm not going to have the lotto in it. I'm going to have bills in it. I'm not going to think about the mail except 9 to 12. The rest of the week I'm doing what I want. I'm doing productive things. I control the channel by which my thoughts can focus so I have the results that I want. Now we're always working on that. Some of us aren't putting the effort into health we should. I'm one. I'm trying to get more balanced. I've gotten mentors recently. I use Wendy Darling, but there are others that are helping with my health to get my balance where I spend time on my health, because that is a wealth. And so I want that health to come up. But you become aware and you start putting effort and time into balances. So you're in balance with your relationship, with your natural environment and recreation, and you have balance with your work and balance with your charity, then you become a balanced human being. I think billionaire mindsets have wealth beyond the bank account. They're wealthy in their personal lives, and I think that came before the money in the bank.
Mm-hmm. May I suggest coffee is very acidic if you're working on your health?
So my cardiologist has been saying this over and over and over again, that I've got to get completely off coffee. So I pledge that in the future I will not be a coffee drinker. I pledge to that. I'm right now drinking 2 cups a day from maybe 20.
Oh wow.
So it's a big improvement. Mm-hmm. And though it's not perfect, this is decaf coffee. So I'm making progress. I think that the sequence for most of you, really charging ahead, is to improve your plan, improve your team, and then become a capital master. You live in capital all over the world. Become knowledgeable. It's no different than learning the box top rules of Scrabble and playing the Scrabble game. It isn't hard, it isn't difficult. Somehow education failed you. It failed you. And it's not taught you what you need to survive, to prosper in the age of the entrepreneur. You aren't learning these entrepreneurial skills. But the core one, after you get a good plan, a good team, is get the capital to go all the way for 2 to 3 years in developing to the market. Branding, marketing, advertising, promotion, plenty of money to advance the company forward. Once you learn capital, you're finished. You are able to do, I think you become unstoppable. So with a good plan, a good team, and the capital included, you're unstoppable in doing your dream. At the end of life, I caution you, no one is going to reach up to that hospital thing, pull off up out of the bed, and say, oh Lord God, there's one more series of The Walking Dead. Please let me watch that. You're not going to do that. You're not going to say, Lord, please, can I have a little more time? I have a Twitter that I need to send someone. You're not going to do that. What you're going to ask for is you're going to ask the Lord God for more time in your life so that you could go back and do your dreams. Do your dreams. So get in touch now with how important your dreams are, and when someone's doing theirs, encourage them, help them, lift them up in doing their dreams, and expect to be lifted up in return. And remember, those magic words are not abracadabra. They're going to the right people and saying, will you mentor me? And if you do that as I've done, you won't be reading the Billionaire Mindset, you'll be in it. Earl Nightingale, the Napoleon Hills, the Walt Disneys, the people I was raised with, like Bucky Fuller, they say, never stop, never stop, never stop. So when it's your dream, success is getting up, as Walt Disney said, one more time, just one, then you're knocked down flat. So get up, shake yourself off, and step into your billionaire mindset.